Hey y'all, it's me, Miss B. Today we're talking about analyzing a factored form of a polynomial. Now, I just want to remind you that the names for solutions to a polynomial equation are zeros, x-intercepts, and roots. Okay, and solution is another thing. So in the directions it might say find the blank to the polynomial equation, and what it means is find the zeros, the x-intercepts, the roots, whatever it is. So if it says that, all it means is solution. They all mean the same thing, but that's more of like a directions. That's why we are going over it. Okay, so the number of solutions to a polynomial is the number of the highest degree. So if I have something like 3x to the 8th plus 2x squared plus 3, there are 8 solutions because that's the highest degree. Okay, so let's find the zeros of this equation right here. Remember, when we're finding the zeros, we set equal to 0 using the ZPP, and then we use ZPP. So we have 0 equals x plus 2 times x minus 1 times x minus 3. Okay, then we use the ZPP, zero product property, and say x plus 2 is equal to 0, x minus 1 is equal to 0, and x minus 3 is equal to 0. And then the step 3 is solve. So we get subtract 2 from both sides, x equals negative 2, add 1 to both sides, x equals 1, add 3 to both sides, x equals 3. So the 3 solutions are negative 2, 1, and 3. Okay. So I want you to go ahead, find these solutions on your own. All right, so first step, want to set it equal to 0. So we get 0 equals x times x minus 3 times x plus 5. Then we use ZPP. And so x is equal to 0, x minus 3 is equal to 0, and x plus 5 is equal to 0. Then we solve. So for this solution, we'll add 3 to both sides, get x equals 3. This next one will subtract 5 from both sides and get x equals negative 5. So our solutions are x equals 0, 3, and negative 5. All right. So if I have something like x minus b, and b could be any number, and that's a factor of the polynomial, and it tells you it's a factor, so like this would be given information. Then b is a 0 of the polynomial, and b is an x-intercept of the graph. So here it says it has these zeros. So these are factors. Okay, so it says, what is polynomial function in standard form with the zeros, negative 2 to 3? Okay, so if I have these solutions, x equals negative 2, x equals 2, and x equals 3, then I want to work backwards so I get something with these parentheses in the end. Well, we usually have something that's set equal to 0. So I need something, all of these to be equal to 0. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So I get x plus 2 is equal to 0. Cool. Then subtract 2 from both sides, and I get x minus 2 is equal to 0. And then subtract 3 from both sides, and I get x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now that those are equal to 0, I can put those into here. So I don't have to write them that far down, but I get x plus 2, x minus 2, and x minus 3 is equal to 0. And so you can just say f of x or whatever it is. And that right there is a polynomial function, given those zeros. Okay, that's it for today, folks.